Hey everyone, this is Battery Blade, and I'm making this video because I have 3 electric cars and I have a problem. I can't charge all 3 electric cars on that level 2 charger behind us, 240 volts. So I'm gonna try an experiment. I'm gonna charge our Kia and our Tesla on that, but with my brand new Bolt EV. Check out my latest videos on the road trip to get it and the review on it. I'll have those linked up below. I'm gonna see how long we can charge our Bolt on a 120 volt outlet before we run out of range. This is night 1 of the charger. Our Bolt is at 185 miles right now, and it's about 10:30 p.m. I'll probably unplug it at about 6:45 a.m. for work bright and early tomorrow. So my charging setup is an outlet all the way back here in the garage. It's a little bit sketchy right now. So we have an extension cord that goes all the way along our garage, all the way to my Bolt EV parked out front here. Right now it says 186 miles. So I will give you a overnight update on the Bolt EV charging. And by the end of this video, you'll learn how long I'll last on level 1 charging, and if you need to upgrade your house and get a level 2 charger. So this is a valuable video. Make sure you subscribe if you like it. This is the start of day 1, and we have 226 miles of range. I'll show you what we have after I get to work. Quick update on break at my work, and this is the miles traveled and energy used since full charge, since I got this car. So basically we fast charged the car like twice before I started the challenge. Last night I charged it for about an extra hour than I thought because of daylight savings, because yesterday was November 4th, today is November 5th, and I didn't realize there was daylight savings, so I actually got to charge 1 extra hour and I got to sleep 1 extra hour. I didn't even realize because my phone clock and car clock automatically reset. And I also wanted to say I'm not conserving my energy any extra than I would normally. Like, I have heated steering wheel and heated seat on. And it is the end of day 1 after driving. I used up 1 bar worth, so we started the day off with an extra bar, so about 80%, and went down to 75%. So this was my shortest commute of the day, and we gained about 5% even after the day was over. And you can see the kilowatts used, miles traveled. This isn't today. You gotta subtract that from the since full charge. Yeah, so far we're beating the challenge. We're plugged in at 12 amps at 6:11 p.m. Yesterday we got an extra hour charge, luckily, because of daylight savings. See you on day 2. It is the morning of day 2, and I am unplugging. After I unplugged the car, we're at 236 miles, or 90%, so that's what my limiter was set to. Keep the battery nice and healthy. And this is what this looks like today. Again, I gotta subtract the miles that I used to drive back from the dealership at the end to show you how many miles and kilowatt hours I used. But yeah, I was pretty surprised that we charged to 90% on level 1. So, but now is my weekday driving on Monday, so let's see if the level 1 can handle my weekday driving. Now let's get into my day. Let's go. So I just finished my drive to Clarkston, and I can check the range, and then I'm gonna drive back, and I'll be probably done for the day. So I'm down to 196, and I'm still at like 80% because that third white bar is 75. And I charged the car all the way up to 90% last night because that's what I have it set to. So right now, charging it only with the 120 volt outlet is working so far. We'll see if I'll be able to get all the way back up tomorrow night, and the night after that, and the night after that with these busier days. But I think the Bolt might be a perfect car if you have a pretty short commute and you don't want to install a level 2 charger. It's efficient, get you where you need to go, and nice and comfortable with plenty of range to spare. Here's my energy used draft. Subtract the stuff, but we're doing pretty good. You can see the purple is creeping in because it's head is a little bit cold, but turn on my heated seat and heated steering wheel, and let's go home. I have stopped at Taco Bell along the way, so home, still 19 miles away. This is the end of day 2. We drove almost 32 miles today, and we used about 26 kilowatt hours of power. We had 260 miles or something like that displayed on the range. We were at 90%, and now it shows us at 70%, or 175 miles. So this 50-degree weather plus a much further 32-mile drive today. Let's see if the 110 will be able to get us back to 90 by the morning. But I can't plug in right now because we're using the extension cord to charge our Kia EV6 dead battery right now, so I'll plug it in later. But yeah, I'll have a link up there to the video that I explained the EV6's 12-volt battery problem, and if you should worry, and if it's a common issue with that car or just all electric vehicles. And this is also my efficiency graph. And I will say, in this experiment, I am going to be charging at 12 amps tonight instead of 8, just to make sure that we get up to full. I'm not sure if we will or not, because I believe one of the nights we charged at 8 amps and one at 12, and we haven't blown our outlet out yet. Quick update, our Kia EV6's 12-volt battery died, so I had to pull our bolt in closer, and I left the bolt on while we were jumping our EV6's battery. So you can see we used a little bit more kilowatts because I had the heat blasting. It is the beginning of day 3. I'm heading to work, unplugging, and I'll get on the road for my short little trip. But later today we'll do some much more driving. But I wanted to report that level 1 charging did not get me up to 90% like I had it scheduled for tonight. Let's see how much battery we have. We have 213 miles, or my app told me 82%. Sort of looks like 90, but yeah, it is 82% because we are missing 3 green bars basically. But we are nice and preconditioned. We got charged up to 82%, and we're missing just under 3 bars. Now, let's get going. And at Clarkson for the day, you can see after today's driving, which I still gotta drive home, I'm down to 171 miles, which is under 75%. I think it's like 70, and we're up to 110 kilowatts, or 100 kilowatts used. Just traveled 335. That includes like 200 miles of highway driving on the way back, which isn't included in this level 1 charging test that I'm doing, so I'll subtract that all at the end. But because yeah, that was from when we picked up the car. I've never charged it to full since it was at the car dealership. So I'm gonna turn on the heat, blast it, because I'm freezing, even though it's only 46 out. And we'll see how much we use to drive home, which home is, I thought, 15 miles or so, or I don't know, maybe I actually think it's close to like 18. So it's about a 30-minute drive home. So yeah, we'll see how much we use when we get back. If you get this far into the video, make sure you subscribe because you clearly like the content enough. We are now plugged in. It is nighttime. To summarize, we are now at about 62% to end the day off with 172 miles. I traveled about 38 miles today and used roughly 14 kilowatt hours of energy. And my last drive home at night, when it was 44 degrees, it was averaging about like 288 watt hours per mile. Start of day 4, before I head out for work, is when I start to really see some problems with the level 1 charging, because I only made it to 68% overnight. So let's unplug and let's leave for work. Here's an interesting note. The traffic light is blinking red, which means it is 2:57 a.m. and not 6:57 a.m. So somehow my alarm went off at 2:30 in the morning and not 6:30 in the morning. So now I got up 3 extra hours early, or 4. Somehow I did not notice till I'm headed to work. So I guess I better turn around. Wow, that was just really strange. I can't believe I got up at 2:30 a.m. and started heading to work at 2:50 a.m. instead of 6:50. Yeah, that was very dumb of me. I'll definitely be turning around, so definitely gonna take a cut to our efficiency. We were only charging at 68%. I'm gonna make a turnaround now and plug back in at home and head back to bed. See you then. I made it back home, and it is 3 a.m., not 7 a.m. I don't know how I possibly can get up 4 hours earlier. Time to replug at 4 a.m. Or not 4 a.m., 3 a.m. because I'm an idiot. Not even sure if I should include this in the video, but I think I probably should, so that way you can sort of see where the mystery energy went overnight. Because otherwise the math would not add up. You're charging. That also explains why our Tesla was still charging. I wondered why it hadn't finished yet. Because I'm like, that's strange. See you all in 2.5 hours at 6:30 a.m. and not 2:30 a.m. Yeah! 3 hours later, I am much tired after sleeping an extra 3 hours for some reason. So starting our day off with 73%. Let's go! I'm now at work on break, and I feel pretty tired after losing out on that half hour of sleep to get ready for work at 2:30 in the morning, even though I didn't need to. So lesson learned is if you hear an alarm clock going off at 2:30 a.m., you're probably hallucinating. But yeah, so now I'm just using some electricity on my break to keep me warm. I don't know, maybe I should show you how much it uses to keep the heat on for like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna turn the fan up and toast myself. So running the heat on blast for half an hour used 2.3 kilowatt hours of power. So that's kind of why your range is affected badly in winter. It isn't that batteries are less efficient, it's that they have to heat up the whole cabin with all this glass everywhere. Means the cabin quickly loses heat and the battery keeps having to heat it. I'm leaving to Clarkston with looks like 60% battery, and I'll tell you about it when I get there. But I love this cool rear view mirror that you can flip it between the modes. And I'm leaving football with looks like to be 60% battery. Here is the stats. I'll see you there in Clarkston. Noticing by the end of day 4 is that as our weather gets colder, look at how much more of the graph is taken up by climate settings compared to driving and accessories. It's up to 16%. So it's only 43 degrees, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a winter range test at some point. I will drive home and we will see how much we have there. It's now the end of day 4. It's Wednesday. We are down to 50%. So how many days do you think we're gonna make it into this challenge before I gotta recharge on that level 2 station overnight fully? Because right now the wall outlet's doing me pretty good, but you can see that I'm definitely dipping lower and lower percentage each day. But now tomorrow I don't have any work, so I can probably, and I don't have to go to Clarkson till the afternoon. So I could probably let the car charge and we might be able to get it back up to 90%, continuing this challenge. See you all tomorrow. Here's what the Kia EV6 says when it's plugged into that same level 1 charger, just to show you the speed that our wall outlet charge is at and what the Kia estimates the remaining charge time is. Now the Kia has more miles, and it says 27 hours to get to full. So I don't think I have 27 hours to charge our Bolt. So I'm not sure if our Bolt will be able to get up to that 90% that I have it targeted at or not overnight. But let's plug it in and see what we're up to by the morning. And we do have it set to 12 amps. This is the speed it says. It says 7:30 p.m., which I'm leaving for Clarkson much earlier than that. And that's only to the 90%. So, it doesn't look like it will get us back to full. So our challenge probably will come to an end. This won't go on forever. But I am curious how many days it will last. Right now we're on day 4. See you in the afternoon of day 5. It is the start of day 5. The Bolt EV is now up to 81%. So we charged it all the way till like 2 p.m. it is right now. And still on our extension cord. But extension cord definitely feels a little warm. But I haven't had any problems at all charging it at 12 amps so far. Unplug. And after 5 days, we're back up to 81%. Now it is. So yeah, this is when we unplugged. We have 190 miles. I'm heading to Clarkston. Climate and settings, it's a much warmer today, so maybe that percentage might go down. So I'll see you all in Clarkston. We are now at 75%. Our car is at 184 miles. This is how many our energy screen right here. Surprisingly, we're still at 16% climate control settings usage. So go up. Actually, no, it makes sense because today is a warmer day than it has been. So on a colder day, I'd expect that to go up, but on a warmer day like this, expect it to go down. So see you at home. But so far, level 1 outlet's working. I'd say if I can go a longer than a week without charging on level 2, then I'd say that this car passes level 1 only charging test. I have arrived home. Here is the miles left, 198, and that's the kilowatt hour per mile. But I have some other graphs to show you. Is my technique. Here, I'm gonna turn off flash. There you go. My technique is plus, but then everything else like terrain, climate settings, outside temperature, lowered it to minus 118 miles. Average efficiency for miles per kilowatt hour, extremely good. And we're back to this graph. So I'm gonna plug in, and hopefully we should get back up to 90% and continue the challenge. See you in the morning. So because the charging will end at 6:45, there's no reason that I really need to charge all the way to 90, because you guys know that it would get up to 90, that we have enough time. So I'm bringing it down to 80%. So this is how you do it in your Bolt system. You do it like that. Now you're 1 bar past 75%, which is 80, which is the healthiest. So you keep your battery healthy for a long time, only charge to 80%. It's in these settings, and tell me if I should do a deep dive video on this. See what time it says we could end, because I could turn it down to 8 amps if we're gonna crush the time it takes to charge. Now I could even take it down all the way to 8 amps if I really want it to take longer. So I'll see you in the morning, which I don't have work, so we should easily get up to 80%. It is now Friday. Our car is fully charged to the charge limit, which I set at 80%. So I will unplug and I'm on my way to Clarkston, which interestingly on the app it says it's only at 78%, even though I set the charge limit at 80. So kind of strange. Maybe the bar's at 100% accurate because I only picked the like I showed you guys how to do it with the bars. But yeah, I'm gonna unplug and head to Clarkston. Check it out, the energy detail screen has reset. We used 67.2 kilowatt hours so far and traveled 182 miles, which is 2.7 kilowatts per mile. So pretty good so far. Well, made it to Clarkston, heading home now, but here's my efficiencies and stuff. So the thing all reset, and since it got charged up all the way to 80% what I set it at. Let's go home. I made it home. Here's the battery settings. You can see got some negative miles and my efficiency went a little bit down. Suspect that's because it's colder out. I'm going to talk about the results. I have traveled 182 miles in 6 days and I've used 67 kilowatt hours, meaning I had an efficiency of 2.7 in the winter. Now, I technically ended the challenge at the 6-day mark, not because we ran out of charge and had to plug into a level 2, but because it was a success and we charged all the way back up to 80%, which is what the car set to, which means we got back all the energy that we had lost from when we first plugged it in. So that meant that the challenge going on infinitely and we've beaten the challenge. And it's not that we've lost the challenge like I thought we might do and have to plug into a level 2 outlet. It's technically a bad efficiency for this car because before this challenge we were averaging about almost 4 kilowatt hours. But part of this challenge was me sitting in my car during all my work breaks, which are 30 minutes each, and just eating my lunch with the heat blasting and stuff. A lot of sitting and preconditioning the cars in the morning. So 2.7 in the winter is not bad for an EV. And I had to make this video because I saw a dumb TikTok where somebody plugs in their F-150 Lightning on a level 1 outlet in the winter and claims they only got 11 miles of range overnight, which is just stupid. And it might be true in an F-150 Lightning, but here's to show that EVs do work in the winter. And so we got up to all the way back up to full percent at day 6. So this is really November 14th today, and I started the challenge on the 4th. I still haven't even plugged into a level 2 outlet yet when I'm filming this conclusion. So this is way after the video in the 6-day test that it took 6 days to get all the way back up to full using just a level 1 outlet. But I was gaining miles each day, saw it worked very well. So I would definitely recommend a level 1 outlet if you drive under 40 miles a day. It's even possible in the winter time. If you live in a warm state where you don't have to precondition it in the morning and all that stuff, you can probably get away with 50 miles a day on a outlet. But this Bolt has worked really well for me on level 1, but I'm gonna install my level 2 charger soon. Probably overkill, but we have 3 EVs, so 2 level 2 chargers isn't that overkill because right now it's 1 level 2, 1 level 1, and it's still working. So we'll have 2 Tesla Powerwalls, power sharing. So that's going to be a cool setup. Maybe my next video will be if I can survive just on public charging with the Bolt. Now that would be tough, but I hope you enjoyed this video and know that you can survive on a level 1 outlet with an electric vehicle. You hear otherwise, you either drive more than you need to, or not more than you need to, you drive more than me. So congratulations on using your EV to the max. And I just recommend getting a level 2 outlet. It's only about $1,000 to full install. Purchasing the unit's about $500, installing it's about $500. There you go. $1,000 is pretty much at the high end of how much it would cost. Ours cost about $600 to fully install because we did it ourselves. You can definitely charge an EV on a level 1 outlet. I hope you learned something today in this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. This has been Battery Blade, and thank you for watching. Goodbye. Let's plug into a level 2 station, make this officially over, because you can go infinitely on a level 1 outlet and this video would never end. But good for YouTube watch time if it never ended, but let's end it. So now we're plugged into our level 2 outlet, this charger cord connected, and we're now charging. So I can't film this video anymore. We're done. Video over. Bye.